Let's do this. Let's talk about watches. Let's not just talk about watches in general. No, I want to talk about watches in general. I've got 8 watches in my rotation. I've got a first world problem. I don't know where to go from here. I don't know if I should get a shark mesh for my Seiko SRP 655. I want to talk about watches in general, not just about the Benarus Moray Dart 44 millimeters with a giant lume marker, Super Luminova. Well, don't get ahead of yourself. Let's talk about the Benarus Moray Dart. Let's do a review of the Benarus Moray Dart. You can't find these right now. They're not for sale brand new. You got to buy these used. They were sold out probably over a year ago. I don't even know if Benarus is going to make a 44 Dart the next year. I think they will though. But this is a 44 millimeter watch. The 44 millimeter watch has become my new 48 millimeter watch. It's big enough to play like what I thought a 48 played like 5-6 years ago. These are tier 3 watches. You got to realize I have an 8 watch rotation. 5 of my watches are 44 millimeters. This would include the Seiko Sumo, my 2 ProMaster Skies, and my Citizen Grand Touring. So clearly I found a sweet spot with the 44 millimeter. It's 18 millimeters in thickness. A thick watch, but not cartoon like the Megalodon by Benarus as well. A lot of people would make comparisons to the Panerai in terms of the case design cues. I could see that. Let's first look at the look appeal of the watch. The first thing that I find striking about this watch are the lume markers. I think we're getting some shadow in the light here in the late afternoon on this 97 degree day here in Torrance. But I love the giant lume markers. And what I want to tell you about this 44 millimeter watch is it plays big on the wrist for 4 reasons. 1, you've got the open bezel style. 2, those lume markers, the way they kind of sun ray out, it creates an optical illusion of being a lot bigger. Then of course the 18 millimeter case makes it big, but not only that, but while it is 44 millimeters across the bezel, if you go north to south on these lugs, it's 52 millimeters. So this is a significant timepiece on the wrist. Here's another factor, I guess we could say, to add to the significance of this watch. The double-domed Sapphire. It's huge, it's thick, it screams high quality. I'm very happy with the Sapphire. What I also like about this watch, I think the H-links are the perfect complement to the case. On the wrist, you know, I'm about 6 feet, about 235 or so on a good day. This plays nice and big without looking like it's been fattened up with growth hormones for a Las Vegas show act. And as you know, I struggled to get away from some of the steroidal watches of my youth. But for looks, clearly, one thing about this, you're not getting generic diver watch looks. It's its own look, especially with those markers. As much as I like the other varieties of the Moray, the Dart is the only one I would get, because these markings for me are what make it. I don't know that much about the 60s. I mean, I was born in 61, but I'm getting a Mad Men vibe, a retro vibe from these lume markers. So I'm going to give looks looks an A grade for sure. Comfort. Now, this is a heavy watch at 44 millimeters, and I don't mind the weight at all. As far as the comfort goes, the ratcheting clasp makes it really easy to adjust. So if you just had a 7-course dinner followed by a banana foster and pumpkin cheesecake, and you need to expand the size of it a bit, very good. I'm not going to say it's as comfortable as my 2 most comfortable watches, the Seiko Sumo and the Citizen Grand Touring, but I'm still giving this an A- for comfort. I could wear this all day, no problem. Build quality. Here you're dealing with a tier 3 watch with really good Sapphire, Miyota's strong movement, the workhorse, the 9015. This is not refined like my Citizen tier 3 watches, the ProMaster Skies and the Citizen Grand Touring. But I don't think it's meant to be refined. This is supposed to be a rugged diver. and it achieves its purpose. So for build quality, I'm giving it an A. Build integrity. No corners have been cut. The heavy stainless steel, the Sapphire, the Super Luminova, the ratcheting clasp. Benarus gets an A for build quality. Same thing for loom. They're using professional grade Super Luminova, so you're getting nothing but breathtaking loom. That's an A grade. As far as versatility goes, you can wear this watch with jeans or dress it up. I'm sure it's too thick for cufflinks. I don't think you're going to wear that in a suit. So we'll give it a, I don't know, a B+. Is that okay? Am I being too tough on the Benarus Dart? Wrist presence. A lot of pop on the wrist, especially because of the loom markers. I think they make this a special watch. I think this watch is very unique, very distinctive. It has a look all of its own. When this is available, you know, Benarus is a micro brand, so they're gonna have limited quantities when they come out. But these are about $720, as I recall. And got to give it an A. I mean, if you want to go for something distinctive, you know, what are you going to get? An Omega Planet Ocean is going to cost you $5,000 or so. Of course, you're dealing with Tier 4, so that wasn't a fair comparison. You guys are going to get mad at me for making comparisons. My conclusion is that if you're looking for this type of distinctive styling cues, you want a heavy 44mm watch, you want retro loom markings, keep an eye out for this watch. Once in a while you'll see these on eBay. Who knows, maybe this will be for sale again on the Benarus' website in the next 6 to 12 months. I don't know what he has cooking, but it's clearly a watch that I recommend. I now have 8 watches in my rotation. I don't know what's next for me in watches. May get a shark mesh for my Seiko SRP 655 just because I want to do it. I'm one of those guys, I just have to tinker with my collection. So let's see if I can get you one good shot of this. I'm getting some, oh yeah, we're getting some light coming in here, so I'm going to cut this off. There's a good exit shot from the Benarus Moray Dart 44. And until next time, I am out.